many years old as I am.
876 days is the charm. I guess. I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay, ZETA on attack, Nongshim on defense.
Victory on this map in VCT. One in an off-season
Yeah,
tournament.
875 days since they won this map is pretty devastating. Silas 42 with the prime. Thank you for the 13 months, dude.
So not since
what is it? What's the little
champs,
lag that we just had?
22. Yeah, they'd have gotten a victory here on this map in VCT. Let's see what happens though.
Instagram there. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
There has to be something.
I like where we're going.
Not
sure we need a Teo buff, but
spot there, but gotta get through this crossfire on the A side.
That is absolutely devastating. This is also very nice from Nongshim, right? Over towards here. You're going to split. They lose art. In reaction to losing art, they want to get info to see if they are splitting, how far they are up over towards A. And
trying to keep some more interest here. And
I mean, they get info that they're this far back that no one's following the drone. It's so nice from them.
Down in towards water, see if he can hear anything. Turret, however, just going to be set up, so still Margaret a step ahead.
Oh, the long.
Yeah, they're going to be long control. I mean, we're going to see some duels.
Francis, a lot to consider for ZETA. Got to win some of these duels.
Right now, no peek out over towards this long angle. They are just scaling forward. No eyes on this whatsoever. 10-10 taking the first fight as a backpedal, but now they strike. Here comes the approach from Long. Shota able to find one more. The drop down from Ivy. Delivers a kill here onto the Killjoy. Is now
kind of low HPs, two of them.
Last one standing, 7 bullets remaining. Everybody rushing around the back there of Hall.
It's nice from Nongshim though. It's a good reaction from what went down.
Low, but cannot be taken down.
This drone to reclear here once they lost art and had the drone was everything.
The right idea to rotate, but
like the whole plan from ZETA got completely wrecked. They're trying to drone and create a lot of pressure. There's loads of people following up the drone, make it look like a heavy split, but then there's actually like loads of people that are in terms of 4 of them. But
through your spawn, they're just coming at you from every angle, and then at the end just group up, and he's got to hit the classic, or excuse me, the ghost triple kill of a lifetime there. And especially when you just run it down, right-clicking with classics. Good luck. Judge already for Margaret. A couple bulldogs and a stinger. They're already pushing forward, gonna be claiming control of that orb again. It's going to be fast-tracking some of those ultimates.
Judge here within the smoke. Margaret pinging this out.
Well,
here comes the push, and here comes the slaughter.
It's one of those.
2 more shells loaded in, pushes, and there's the follow-up looking for an ace. And Clues
he's actually going to, he might give it to him.
It's a bit of a pause, and right now it's always the question of can he make it happen. Now has the Bulldog to try to deliver it. Domby, he is willing to go ahead and bait out for it.
Nice.
There you go. Predator Ace going to be gifted over, courtesy of Domby.
Same Margaret. Spot, different
Who
shotgun.
Continues to be just an immense force here across these 2 maps thus far.
Yeah, he's really shining today. This one, though, not too tricky for him. Nobody checking that angle. Everybody walking through that smoke looking at something completely not him.
Yeah, I gotta shout out Danby for that one.
And he's gonna stand up and let him know. For sure. Nicely set up. Now a very, very important rifle round, it feels like. How things have been going for ZETA.
Goes back to the same pause with the Judge as well.
Maybe one of those
Perma Judge door.
If you get
what a
bonus
nightmare.
Here,
okay, big buy run for ZETA,
put yourself
obviously.
At such a massive deficit.
Killjoy ult's online pretty early, but still 3 away.
Slow you up.
Okay, as we can tell by the minimap, this is just fake pressure.
They're gonna try to get through.
And every single time they lose art, they insta-drone and clear all of this.
They're just gonna be able to crunch down on top of you
they
again.
know they're not hitting the site every time they do this.
Okay.
Oh, that could have been way worse. 39 HP, 14 HP.
NXDL down dangerously low on HP though. Stompy on the swing out, unable to find the kill there on the 10-10. Just going to be forcing the gate crash back over into Art.
You got to try to put a little bit of pressure over at B.
Yeah, this round's going to come down to Danby.
With that,
dude, they got to create way more A main pressure, surely.
Get some info on that angle instead. Just going to double down on A.
Swing out.
Great flash with a lovely stun to enable this.
Find one more, but 10-10 now going to be lost. 3v3. Vandal in hand for Domby. It's 25 seconds remaining.
No
Clues
way.
unable to find the kill.
No way. You gotta win that one.
Monstrous advantage now here for the side of Nongshim as they look to get a bonus conversion. The spike will get planted on the B site. The Sugar Zero just setting up the Nebulas here.
Spike planted.
The plant now in play, but weapons scooped up. It's gonna be full forces coming at them here.
Yeah, they passed the rifle over to Persia. Got full HP, just let Donby lead the way.
Yeah, and at the moment he's just making a lot of sound.
God,
Right, they're trying to buy a lot of time for this flank. Time might get pretty low on this.
Right up against him. Dodges out those bullets from the Stinger. Concuss connecting, but does safely get tucked back in towards Halls. Sugar Zero just trying to hold the line. Time is starting to tick here on the spike. Sugar Zero finds the headshot. Finds the follow-up.
Dude, that was a nice shot at the end here.
To pick up the 3K.
Okay, good recovery, because that duel over towards A main made me insanely worried there.
Yeah,
It would
I
have
mean,
been,
there needs to be
a hard
some
one
way
to recover
deal
from.
with this A main control, though.
Knowing that you
Going
lost the round
forward,
because of that.
This is not a recipe for success. You can see that they can just throw util into that crunch.
Francis took so long.
Be
They thought they
flashes
were
or
playing.
stuns or
They thought they were playing down long.
Sentinel util to delay to keep you from walking down that ramp from Link. That was a necessary step up from Sugar Zero.
Like they thought they were for
Need
sure
more of
playing
that. He has
pretty
his
much in
cosmic
this area
divide
somewhere,
now.
at least one.
Operator though for Domby. He's gonna plug up the arc gap.
Hey, Zeta though,
Get a bit
somehow get the fast ult online with Sugar
Give
Zero
up that
going
space
crazy.
somewhat willingly.
So they got
Again,
Astra
though,
ult for the big round that would
they've got
reset
early main
the
control.
econ, or at
Nobody's
least make them
pushing
down
art.
to an
Everybody
eco.
can just slide B. They know.
Let's speak about the money for a little bit. We got 1, 2, 3,
starting to
1,
rotate
2,
your players
3, 4,
across.
5 that can't buy 3 and 5.
Not falling for the clone here.
But Zeta taking a pause.
Stream is like 20 seconds behind. I think Chobra's just at the venue, so he doesn't have the delay basically.
But you can keep leaning B. Your alarm bot hasn't been tripped in art. The stealth drone just cleared deep into A.
Cosmic Divide does come through. It means they have to pay credence to Persia's potential position here behind the screen. Couple shots flying through. Looking to try to stave them off. Domby finding
Oh,
one.
they didn't
Persia comes up
clear
with two.
backside.
Clues and 10-10 both get taken down. The spike now. Stranded. Sugar Zero doing it, trying his
Didn't
damnedest,
clear
but he's
backside.
absolutely hounded down. Only the 2 kills found. Nongshim.
The thing with
Steady
like
the
this,
ship.
you normally lose after plant.
Well, you
But
can see why nobody wants to play them on
The good
this
thing
map.
about this ult is you normally
Their
get over
game
towards
plans are
site.
So deep and they're making great reads
problem is they
off
didn't
of what the
clear.
tendencies were early from Zeta Division.
How?
You know, Zeta just kind of kept hammering away at art.
'Cause it
And
should
this time
be
he just
like
put a
it
op
should be
there
wall
and
goes
doesn't
in,
get into
salvo,
contact,
salvo. So you only
aiming
have to
control
worry
as
about
usual.
close left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
need a
think they
timeout.
definitely got a timeout this. Did they
You
put the
need to
wall
find
up
ways
and they
to at
didn't have
least
the
contest
salvos
A-main.
because they defaulted? So they did the wall too early, so they didn't let the
That op
salvos
makes
have time to
putting
recharge.
pressure over on the long B side
And
very
then they didn't
difficult
even
because you
clear the left.
aren't necessarily sure if it's going to be there or not. So Sugar Zero's
And they
going to
have a
have to
Yoru, right?
be, you know, if he
They
is
didn't
going to be
even
able to work
flash.
that, use some of those smokes and things like that
Bro,
to create some
they really
disruption in
messed
the
up.
information game for Nongshim. Because right now they have everything. They know
Not even like a stun
what
or anything
Zeta's
for this
doing
area.
the whole round.
Same position. A little bit of a different path to get here, but the 3-1 score line to start off the map. Timeout call from Zeta. Domby hitting.
10-10 hitting Domby.
Domby with a baseball bat.
It's been the other way around.
Domby clearly is, maybe it's him like dodging.
Or maybe he's just like so strong it just is bouncing off of him.
This is abs of steel.
Yeah. All that running with the neon. Gotta have great core strength.
What the?
They go for a solid wood bat instead of an aluminum one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A little bit more oomph on it.
Okay. So some respect being shown, but Clues just backs off. He doesn't have anybody else there with him, and they're right back to this art game, and there's a vice wall
They
there
got
this
stopped by
time.
smoke and fawns. Yeah, but that's always going to be there.
There's a vice wall set up.
You gotta at least flash
Fake out
this
set to go
after.
for the trip, and head spotted, but Domby not quite able to connect the shot. He's considering if he wants to go for a repeak.
Like, if you had a layer behind this where you had like 2 players with Clues at A main, oh god.
Shot the dead. Sheriff still in play. Persia just swings back.
It's the same thing though.
Maybe a bit
Pressure
more presence here,
over
and would be
towards
correct
R.
about it.
Insta drone re-clear over towards A. They spot nothing over towards A main again, and they just have this map control.
They're just taking a pause.
It feels like when I watch this map, Zeta thinks
You've given yourself the
that
ability
they
to pivot,
can just
but
exec from mid
wherever you go,
and not take anywhere
Nongshim's gonna be
else.
waiting.
Bit of
And that's
damage found
insanely
there.
worrying.
Onto Ivy. The
I
Salvage
promise
try to
you
push,
can't.
Flush him forward.
30 seconds left.
As the Thorns do get popped, swing out, goes in for the fight, spots another one, takes down 10-10.
Because then you gotta just even like even if they win this round,
back,
it's
and
just
10-10
one of
hits that hell of a
those
shot,
where they
Tommy
hit like
dead.
lovely shots.
And that's the main presence now. Denied away.
Ooh,
The
did he
Armageddon
get
coming through. Sugar Zero giving his life for the
Dude,
cause.
the
trying
Astra
to
suck on
sprint
top
down,
of that.
but
That's
cannot escape.
awesome. Okay, they should
Blast
know that
radius
they
will
would have
consume him.
should know that they would have gone for the guns here. So
Blues
they
now.
actually might
Pressure
have a
on
good
his
idea where they
shoulders.
both are.
Lone player forward here into the site.
No? Okay,
Spots
well.
the gun barrel, waits for a little bit more, swings out, strikes, finds the first, but Margaret takes out 10-10. Salvo's now set. Margaret looking to try to disrespect them, pushes forward, ends up falling.
Huge
And
round,
Cruz
dudes.
finds the
Huge round.
4K
I mean,
to
they
get the
really
Red
hit
Bull
some
clutch and get
shots.
Zeta
They
the
really,
second
really hit
round
some
win.
shots.
Oh my.
Couple of things if we're just
That
looking
is
at
absolute
Nongshim, the
madness.
stuff that
I
they
wanna
did
see the
wrong, we'll
shot
wait
from
for the
10-10.
minimap so I can kind of show you a
Persia
little
there
bit.
just playing anti-lurk. Profits, Ivy being so annoying, but Clue slips the net. Gets through the smoke, gets around the backside. Woohoo!
Right off the corner.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was a good smoke.
Clues has been really good in clutch moments during the offseason and had a couple here and there in Pacific. And that's maybe his best one yet, his most
Yeah,
important
there was some
one
nice
yet.
shots there. I'm still worried about
That breaks
Zeta. I
the
still think that they
economy,
need
and
to
that
have a
gets Zeta
little
in. I
bit
mean,
more focus
the
on
Red
A
Bull
main
clutch
when they do want to
supersedes
head
the
over
Thrifty,
towards
but it
A.
was Thrifty fashion for them to be
They
on
had
fire.
they had a nice smoke though that
10-10 now sprinting
stopped the
forward,
crossfire
dimensional
here
drift
and then
in
took a
play.
timing.
Nothing going to be spotted. Here's Persia.
But I still think Nongshim have to
Tucks back.
play this pause when
Rotations,
they were
however,
doing
already
that,
beginning.
or full back.
As
but-
plant out into the open comes through.
Yeah, this,
Spike.
Dude, that
the
wrecks
best
the
thing
money.
here for
Force them
Nongshim
down
would
to
be
an
to get
eco. They
this
got some
out of
ults on this
Zeta's
one as
hands.
well. Speaking of
coming in
ults,
with
they
the
pop
ult.
a
Ivy just looking to try to level the playing
they
field
pop
a
a
bit, but Ivy
Vice
doesn't
ult
steal
into
much.
the eco.
This downbeat with the tap, baits out. Gravwell coming through.
Dude, they're popping all their
They're
ults in the
committing.
eco.
However, Pincer in from the back.
Wait,
Denies away
Nongshim
the
are really
lockdown.
messing up.
Takes that tool out of their hands here on the split is XDL. He's going to be left standing. Guns down 3, pretty much blinded up. Francis
Okay,
will
dude,
be
this
able
is
to
a
pick them
giant
off,
win as well
stop
for
them from
Zeta.
being a
It's 2
flawless
insane
Zeta.
rounds. First
Very
one,
solidly did not
the money
fall into the
made
same
that
trap they
incredible.
sprung on Nongshim in the
Second one,
previous. Thrifty cannot be found.
they
Now we're
got their
tied up 3-3.
ults.
yeah, this is starting to look much better for Zeta.
They
in
just
that
put
round.
2 ults into a
They've got
round where they
plans to
had
deal with some of the setups that
Stinger.
Nongshim wants to bring, and Nongshim even invest 2 huge ults. They used the Steel Garden and the lockdown there. Then both are either avoided or dealt with. Very, very nice from Zeta.
I mean, I guess they got the
I'm
table
a
out
bit
of them.
surprised that Nongshim went for it with as many ults as they did, but
Yeah.
I mean, the confidence has to be flying high. They've been
Oh, dude, if
mostly
you're Zeta right
doing a
now,
great job
you're
today.
thinking you can win.
maybe a little bit
Still,
overconfident
overall
there.
macro play, I feel
This
like
time
if
they're
they don't
gonna get
take
so
A
deep
main,
with
they're
the
going to
Vice
get
wall,
wrecked.
They can
but
just play a little bit further back.
their
They
comp
don't
is
wanna
still
try to set
very
up
good
for
on
the pin, so they're
defense,
just gonna try to
and
get aggressive
they probably only
a
need
little
like
bit more
5.
further forward, see if they can catch Zeta off guard.
Flash out, Dombey swinging forward. Shota got to be taken down. That's a spike now dropped here in Art. As Francis just sending out the concuss. Keeps him stunned here in position and trying to rescue this spike is going to prove to be damn difficult. Shots flying, Steel Guardian going to be coming through. Full flash into the face of Dombey. Back pedals here with the overdrive in play. Just continuing to try to zap here. Whittle away at them, but widely the space does get regained. There's going to be a TP out over towards Club. Get that spike on the move. XDL, however, pressure still coming his way with the double face in.
With that though,
Francis
it does
able
look
find
like
the
they're going to be able
elimination.
to get a free sight.
2-player advantage now here for the side of Nongshim with Persia. Watching the B
It's
site.
a rough one, man.
Great timing.
Star set up, push forward though.
It's a
Doesn't
great
wait. The 10-10
kill.
got in
Might be
ahead of that.
doable.
Sets up
Oh
ball to the
my
right side. Sugar
goodness.
Zero finds Francis.
Yeah,
Suddenly we're
Francis
tied.
decided to
3-3.
peek out while there was an
Here in
Astra
the
suck
round.
here as well.
Dabby out over the top, finding one. Back in with the advantage. 10-10 dead on the swing. It's all now on Clues.
Unlucky,
just a
he swung
target-rich
out as they
environment.
swung him.
Too many to choose from.
Well, this kind of went the other way around as well
Nongshim
now.
will find some more stability.
They used
get themselves back in the lead by 1 round.
Yeah, and now you're starting to see Nongshim kind of
Pacific
go
today's
back
been
to business as
really rough
usual.
with ults, man.
Deep A main
Really,
control
really
allows
rough with
them to
ults.
push further
Everyone
forward,
is.
to set up their contestion deeper in towards Art this time. Instead of waiting for ZETA to push through A-Link, they take the fight to them.
Bacon, obviously, I'm going to say
Instead,
chicken.
ZETA packing, where they have to use the TP to get over to the B side to try to get the plant down. Sure, they get there. Sure, they get the plant down.
Oh my
And they have a few
goodness,
players
Keeper.
kind of make a few odd decisions in terms of going for some interesting moments, but still able to recover nicely, get their kills through. ZETA this time, Shota on his own, or excuse me, XDL on his
Nongshim
own.
still
On the
aggro
other
A
4,
every single time. They are not getting
put
contested on
their
A main.
weight in towards B.
I like this change up. They get an aggro wall here so they can feel stronger about heavier rotating.
To clear things
Killjoy
out.
ult goes in.
As given the Nebula no eyes on this, so Margaret is able to safely slide out towards safety. The spike still needing to be brought forward here.
That's nice timing because you know the Tejo was on the other side of the map.
Show to my
The salvos were over there at A main.
Thorns got
my
locked in, I
entry.
believe, on the plant spot. I don't think they were cleared out. I think that's why we see Clues just widely sitting still. Pop flash out, 10-10 trying to take the round into his own hands with Margaret. Able to find that kill. Shows up, coming up with a second as Clues joins in the fray. And it is just a firing squad between these two. Persian out, last one standing, just a judge in hand with the Cosmic Divide committed into the round. Things continue to be a bit wobbly here
Yeah.
for both teams.
I mean,
to be
they
frank.
had a good plan for the they had a good plan for fighting on site
XDL,
against
just
the
gonna go on linger here.
Astra ult. So this was nice from ZETA,
Trying
prepping
to
against
get his
the
final elimination,
the
but in
defensive
the end,
Astra ult
will
for
go
the
ahead and just
retake.
evacuate the blast
the flash
zone.
through
Persia
was it wasn't
will
great
go
because of the
down to
one way,
spike, and we will be
but
tied
again,
up at
it's
4-4.
still that was part of the
I
plan.
think I'm starting to piece together the ZETA game plan a little bit, in that a lot of it is contact at A, pivot towards B. In this case, it was pretty much a B send from the beginning because of the lockdown. XDL was over there a little bit to kind of get info for them. But B site seems to be where they feel like they can take advantage of Nongshim in their comp. There's Oda in there with with ZETA guy.
Japanese caster and host Oda.
Yeah, Taiga last week, now it's Oda's turn.
It's a good time.
Japanese casters got to make their
Appearances.
trip to the hub mecca.
I feel like both teams could use a timeout
Well,
in some mad rounds here.
timeout call. Oddly enough, in the exact same position that Nongshim called one on Lotus. We are basically repeating the same script. Is it? We get the 4-4. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yo.
This Omen is actually chilling.
Why? So get off your phone.
Is there someone in there, or is he
That's-
just?
That cosplay goes hard, so both do. Amazing.
Well, the Omen was just not moving. Could have just, honestly, could have just been a mannequin dressed.
No, yeah, it might just be a mannequin.
Just carry that into
He
the
was
put it there and be like,
insanely still.
that person's great at cosplay.
You go to the taxi driver, you just got like a body slung over your
Carrying it.
shoulder. Nah, it's just a mannequin, I swear.
Oh, yeah, Soul Station, please. What? No, oh, yeah. he's
Okay.
working himself.
Yeah, don't worry about
Down
it.
to another eco. This was the first round in a while where I felt like no one really messed up, and we actually saw like good Valorant. ZETA had a great plan for the Astra ult here. Even though the flash through the one way is a bit too much, it's still like they know they got to
Maybe
do something.
expecting a
Like
counter rotation in terms of Nongshim then re-clearing back towards A main, trying to reestablish control. It's been a tendency, so don't mind this play from ZETA.
Ever since the timeout as well, this is like the first time we've actually explored over
See if
towards
they
A main with 2 people for
feel a little bit
ZETA.
more
So
comfortable
I like
towards
that
A side
the
with
coach as
Vice
well
here.
is getting
Francis
involved
getting
and
a
telling them
little
that
bit
they
of
need to
info.
take some of this space.
That's going to bring
Dude,
Dombey back
they got
over.
a great amount of rounds already.
This wall.
Like, I feel like anything
Francis,
above
he's
this
still
is a
trying
bit
to
of a
looking for the
bonus, and
timing there,
obviously they're against an eco here, so they should
Not
get
necessarily
fine.
reading that there was 2 players in this position. Now knowing that, Nongshim still do look to keep just Dombey here on this A site. They're not trying to reinforce it here for the moment, especially given that that alarm bot is still situated over towards Art. So 10-10 gonna go in for some reconnaissance. Spots out 1 player and honestly isn't really gonna be able to spot too much else out.
It doesn't have a gate crash, so has to just walk all the way back through. Oh my, okay.
Able to find 1. Ivy, however, swooping forward, puts this thing to good use.
15 seconds.
Opportunity to try to find some damage. Stompy out from Halls.
10 seconds.
Goes
What
for
an
the peak at the
absolute
time.
nightmare
He's
this
very
is.
limited. Still a bit away here is 10-10.
10-10's pretty far away.
Spiky being committed to.
Spike planted.
The plant now in. Noise being made. Spots out Sugar Zero.
Oh.
Goes for the jump by
No,
accident.
the mouse bug.
Ooh, the mouse wheel.
Yeah, the mouse
Sugar
wheel
Zero
jump
will
bug.
come up with a
Something
3K,
that I liked
and
here from
Zeta
Sugar
gain the lead
Zero
5-4.
is he knows he's here,
Yeah, this one.
and he goes
a
for the
little bit
plant in the
dicey.
corner, and he's making cover
Again,
him
just
from
that
here.
push out
In
from
about 1
Francis
second, his mate's going to get to the angle to
convinces
cover him from
Zeta that
here. He's
the
actually
site
going to
just
get
isn't
traded if he does
clear
go for the
enough that they can
spam. This is
continue
very
forward
smart.
there.
Oh, nice shot.
They run into the strong
This is
side.
very smart
of
in the
Nongshim.
situation with a lot going
Take some
on.
damage, but yeah, sigh of relief there from Sugar Zero.
The
Knows
accidental.
that
It's
Zombie
just
had an opportunity.
like it's when you have up or
sure.
down on your mouse wheel to jump, and then you're moving your mouse so
4
fast,
rounds to be
or
played
like
out,
you're
neither
swinging
team
your
having
mouse
the
and it
healthiest economy.
clicks the mouse
That
wheel,
wall
so
again,
you end
both
up
teams.
jumping.
Putting their vice.
There's loads of mice to do
Thought
it.
for a second their vice walls right next to each other. It's just some pings from Zeta. Trip this wall. You can work the map a little bit more. Drone just gonna see Shota.
Spots out one. Killjoy not going to be the most telling target, though. Oh, Armageddon.
Yeah, they're trying to set up.
Try to flush the
If you
forward.
can hit a relay bolt here.
Yeah, the combination could be devastating. Zombie at the ready.
The
Meanwhile,
Neon
the
player
attack
needs
ready to
that
come
mouse
through
wheel
onto the
jump,
A site.
that is
There's
true.
gonna be a gate crash in behind here as the push
Whoa.
coming out. 10-10 trying to go for the jump. Only going to be a tiny bit of damage there on the zombies. Now the Armageddon. Red carpet gets laid out. Shota and XCL, however, able to find some kills here. Keep things even at a 3-3. Cosmic Divide committed to Margaret, trying to hold the line from Art. Re-swings, gets a tiny bit more damage in, but is wary and worried about an approach from behind.
30 seconds.
Plant coming through, the spray across. XDL trying to return fire. Neither getting tagged up.
Now that Cosmic Divide's gone.
Just tapping frantically.
how's he
Find
meant to
something.
plan here?
XDL down to 1, finished off. Ivy able to find that kill. Sugar Zero now needing to fight his way through. Picks up the spike and Margaret finds the timing
Okay,
on
I kind
the
of think
swing. We are
Nongshim need
once
to get the
again
last
tied up
two.
at 5-5.
Because it's a great half from Zeta,
Yeah, I like the
really.
game
It's
plan
an attack-sided
from
map,
Nongshim in that
but
round,
look at the
trying to set up
comms.
that
Double
trap. I mean,
Sentinel.
Zeta does what they can
Double
to try to
Sentinel,
break
and
through
you've
it.
got like a Neon and
Sending
Solo
10-10 ahead with
Yoru.
the TP
They
does
shouldn't be good at
essentially make
getting
it so
anywhere.
you can't get stunned into
You can see Zeta have a good
The
idea,
tail
though.
ultimate,
They want to be
but
splitting
still,
all the time and
trying to
using like
fight
a
your
lot
way
of mid.
through
But
these crossfires is so difficult.
still not enough on A main, really.
And this time, I mean, A main control established, but not really able to do much off the back of it, even with the Cosmic Divide there. Nongshim's so far ahead of it. Margaret finding a great timing to step in. TP, gone.
Oh, just absolutely dismantled. Begin aggressively at the spray, looking for a little bit more.
It's one of those things where you think it's safe. You think you've dumped enough util that you maybe have back Nongshim off. No. Zombie doesn't care. He's happy to take those fights. Spot on some util, yeah.
Bit of a kit there. Alarm bot still situated though.
I'm out of here.
It's actually just going to be stacking the alarm bots on top of each other.
It's a little alarm bot
Oh,
party.
good luck.
Yep, this is where alarm bots come from.
I mean, he locked down door earlier, but he had the better gun with the judge.
Margaret under pressure.
it's
Massacres
just
2.
insane at holding down door.
And Clues both eliminated. Sugar Zero. Able to find just the 1 kill for them here in the round. 2v4 with him knocked down to 33. Nongshim well poised to move up to 6. Guaranteeing at least parity, if not the advantage at the half.
Oh, for sure. They're just back in control again. You know, Zeta's able to throw a few curveballs at him, get a
Little
couple
save
rounds
for
where
the
they've got
last
some
rounds.
decent reads, but
Sure.
Nongshim just
I mean, they got the
right back to
they got
plan
tail,
A.
or and maybe that was
Just
one of the reasons why we
shut
saw them
down
go
Art, shut
so
down
heavy
A
over
main,
towards A.
try to
They
want to
do the classic tail.
which, again, if I'm Zeta, I'd be happy to keep
Or you can do it all this way with
contesting
this.
B. I mean, those are the rounds where you've been finding your success.
So
I
you
don't know
might
if
see
they've
the exact
had a
same
round
round
where
play
they've gone
out,
A
to
and
be
they've won
honest.
the round.
Last round in the half.
Few and far in between,
Yeah.
for sure. As we go into the last round of the half. Nongshim now with the advantage, and they have still some very critical ultimates online. Margaret.
There's a good chance there to try force over towards A main again here.
Get that lockdown at the ready.
Oh, Clues has a Guardian, so the economy a little banged up. Operator for Domby.
5 not bad, no, I think ZETA has done really good.
Steel Garden. You have an Armageddon for Clues.
Might have to, okay.
Whoa.
Just gonna be an aggro lockdown
Dude,
off the rip.
Nongshim thought exactly what I thought, by the way, that they're going to go super aggro over towards A main and try to use this all back of sight.
Finds Domby. Gets out.
Great read.
In the end, this little set play coming through. It's biting them in the rear.
All
Now that the
back
lockup's
holes?
committed, they can use the Armageddon as freely as they want. They're going to be sending it
Force
here
them out
over
into
towards
the
this
sight.
B side.
Oh
Clear
my.
out. No, Persia just
A great trade through the smoke, though.
Forward.
Double thorns mean they can't get over towards sight. Visor for sure means they're far back here. We get a little reset.
Some space. Keep things opened up here for the side of Nongshim. At a player disadvantage, but they have information. 2 stacked up here on B.
The point of their Killjoy ult, they wanted to get A control. Nongshim were really confident that they wanted to do the tail ult that I was speaking of, I'm pretty sure, so they wanted to make sure they couldn't get A main control and set up the op here.
A ton of util. Oh, no.
Was it an
wall,
op?
the turret.
I think it was an op.
Margaret. Yep.
Margaret is here.
Dude, this guy just locks down door. Oh my goodness, he gets at least 2 every single time they go door.
Can no longer afford the jump. Wall will fall,
Oh
and
my
Margaret collects them
goodness,
all.
bro. Nice little jump peek to get info as
Choking out his
well.
20 seconds to kill
Gotta get that
everyone.
spike somehow.
To get the spike.
Oops.
There's an op on a deep line. The
Dude,
swing in the
Margaret's
corner in
insane
this
at
round.
door, though. That's
Very
nuts.
much gotten away from Zeta's hands.
Switching sides.
Well, look. If you want to have some kind of
I know exactly what you're going to say.
double sentinels.
Yep. Double Sentinel moving to the defending side.
Yeah, I
double
mean,
sentinel, but
they got
then
5
you could say the
rounds.
same thing for Nongshim, so they have a neon, which I think it depends on how it's used, but generally I trust in Donby to be pretty effective on this side of the map.
I think we know how it's going to be used.
Yeah.
Just send him at him. But 7-5. All in all, like you said, could have been a lot worse here for the side of Zeta Division, but also could have been a lot better.
Yes.
A couple of these rounds, especially that last one, just narrowly getting away from them, slipping through their grasp.
I mean, I think, like, if you want to create that AR pressure early and set that conditioning, then there needs to be other ideas, more adaptability, adaptability behind it, right? Like, you need to be able to go and then recontest A main. Like, you have the pivots to be sure, but you need to have a little bit more of a game plan behind some of those ideas. I kind of get what they were trying to do, but sometimes they were just like,
it's not a mannequin, or it's a really good puppet.
Yeah.
Face is a little off kilter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Realman's feeling a bit down. I like it though.
That is really sick.
I wonder how comfortable it is, and what are they seeing?
How can he
see out of
like
it?
just the big light in his
with
face?
the LED kind of shining through it?
Yeah, that's cool though.
I'm not sure. But here we go. Diving into the second half, Zeta pivot across now to the defending side.
Did that Omen cosplayer just permanently flash himself, like with that in his face? I don't know. Anyway.
A little bit of an aggro push towards B main.
Okay, A main control for B main control.
In the meantime, 3 from Nongshim, knocking at the gates of this A site.
Well, if that was what Nongshim was going to do, but Nongshim's been very tricky on their attacker side. They'll very much convince you they're doing one thing, they're actually doing another.
Margaret. Get some contact here. Shota swinging through, and they are able to go ahead and overwhelm. Damage not going to be suffered either as the spike sent over towards Sugar Zero. It's just jiggling on the angle, spots them out, backpedals immediately, calls for reinforcements.
Oh, goodness.
No reason to challenge that.
Late flank, and XTL wins it out. Ivy going to be struck down.
As long as they kind of stick together, they're all good. Danby's an absolute madman, but he needs to try to get a kill, so I get it.
Persia has to basically take out both of these in a high-low stack.
Last player standing.
And then turn back on the
nice,
rest. But
clean
no,
pistol.
flawless fashion.
They're
Zeta
looking
Division
alright.
will tie things up
They're
2-2
looking
as
real
far as
good, to
pistols
be honest.
are concerned. Question is, can they close out the anti-eco? Because that's what bit them in the rear back at the start of Lotus.
Well, this looked really nice. I mean, you're winning some individual battles all over the place, something that you've kind of had a tough time doing. Sugar Zero there, just making the right play, seeing Donby and not messing around with it at all. Not taking a shot, just leaving and waiting for the reinforcements. Because you know where Donby is, there's other players not too far behind. And XDL winning a huge battle against his vice counterpart,
map
Ivy.
too? Maybe a map 3 for everyone.
Clean stuff. So, real hope for ZETA. Just gotta have a solid anti-eco.
What's the third map for that
very
game?
nice coming into this half. Looks like Nongshim just gonna, again, take A main control. Couple players stacked right up on top of each other here. High-low for ZETA, yeah.
Yep. When they scout that out, quickly look to back away.
And you'd love to have them come through mid-doors. There's KJ and Vice Util, along with their agent counterparts, sitting there together. Astra Star 2.
Well, at least they can get get double orbs.
Just be Margaret with a
Make
sheriff.
sure Francis can get his ult early.
There's 2 sheriff spot.
This is nice. Get a little bit silent.
Nongshim.
Insta draw and clear the question mark that was created early. Draw him back. We've got an orb here, so Francis gets an extra step closer to his ult. Maybe even. You have to get a plant, we'll see. Danby's going to do a lot. Does have his wall.
Popped there. As Thorn's going to be lobbed in. Sent immediately.
Yeah, it's all about the wall and Danby trying to make some space.
Here. Now things going to be a little bit more frazzled here for them. Shots from the Outlaw going to be whipping, but XDL certainly is not. Guns down 2. And Margaret, going to be noted here, I mean, needs to die in some fashion or another. And for ZETA Division, they should just leave him. Say, yeah, no death bonus for you.
Yes. Don't make that mistake again where the spike is on the ground and you can just hold.
10 seconds remaining, and there's a swing out. 10-10
Very,
says,
very
I
nice.
want that ult orb. I want a little bit of extra money.
No wall? Yeah, I mean, I thought, did Danby not throw his wall?
ZETA Division this time, not dropping
Maybe
the anti-eco round. They tie us up at 7-7 as we go into the bonus.
No, yeah, he didn't. He just absolutely sent it.
Just a flood through. I mean, Donby, so annoying with a talented sniper player like 10-10.
He didn't buy the wall? No, I was talking about
I
this wall.
bonus happen.
Like, I thought he had to do some kind of neon wall.
Everybody who doesn't know, the hub is the name of the pub.
It is. It rhymes, too.
Yep.
Okay, Nongshim.
Oh,
We got the
Francis does
ult.
have an
It's the
ultimate
classic.
to use. Again, though,
The absolute
because you
classic.
have to
Every
buy
team
those
does
full
this at the
armors
moment,
as much
though.
as you can.
So, looks like ZETA were okay
Go down
to
to a
leave
couple
site.
Guardians. Half armors for Ivy and Margaret, though. They're
Oh,
gonna try to keep
hold on.
themselves hidden from the Outlaw. 10-10 in mid, though. Might have the read. Oh!
Nice shot.
Margaret with a shot.
And they got a
Puts
bit
him
of
down.
a punisher if they want to re-clear over towards
Solid
A as well.
advantage here to start. And Shilta just cycling these nanos here. Would love to inch forward to try to find that weapon, but it's just not going to be able to do so. Far too risky. Decides to stay tucked back. Shifts away as the Nebula ends up falling. Triple push now. Heading down towards Sugar Zero. Francis. Armageddon's going to be sent. That clears out Hall. Sugar Zero just staying in position here for the moment. The relay pull connecting. It's the headshot, but cannot finish the job. Donby stays
It's
alive.
a great stun, though.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, that stun saved Donby's life. This is tough retake, though. A couple Bulldogs and a Sheriff. And Nongshim knows they've got the long-range weapon advantage, so back up into long B.
Now, widely from here, it's going to be about trying to deal some
Oh, it's an
damage.
incredible move from him.
So they can go absolutely crazy, but Donby, yeah, forward into the smoke, able to find one. Looks for that transfer to get the
Nearly
fourth.
got another.
Will not be able to do so. So far, just a lone casualty. It's Clues trying to see what he can find, but it's just going to be a flash to the face.
Okay, convincing round though
They
from
put him down
Nongshim.
out of his
Was this a
misery.
bonus
Nongshim
though from
reestablished the
ZETA? It's not
lead,
too
deny
bothered.
a bonus
10-10 has
conversion
enough money for his
while
ult,
holding on to 4
so
weapons.
he might be getting up out.
Okay, this is where it starts getting very real. Tournament life on the line for ZETA Division in the second half. I think I saw an operator in 10-10's hands. But man, I love the way that Nongshim just is so aggressive to take space against you, whether it be on A main or post plant. They will keep the pressure. They will keep you guessing. Make it really difficult to react.
Op in play now here for 10-10, solo anchoring over at B.
So every single time they A default and then put the wall here for the reclear. And so far, it's 2 times that they've had
they're always doing that same thing over and
device
over
ready
every round.
to punish them reclearing.
Try a different direction.
They're about to push into the operator.
It's nice from Nongshim though. They're like controlling the map well.
See how 10-10 fares now.
It looks like they know that in double sentinel they're gonna not wanna fight for much of this map control, so they're just taking everywhere for free within the first 40 seconds.
Set up as he's gonna go a bit more aggressive here. Up on top of the screen.
It's a great kick. Dude, and in terms of people that you take down as well, that's unbelievable.
To knock Dombi out of the round really slows down this Nongshim squad. We're going to try a different direction. 40 seconds on the clock to work with.
It's still kind of nice for Nongshim. They could, I know how I always say that people won't do this, but they definitely could 4-person hit from ARP because they know 100% that they haven't recleared over towards A. Well, like 99% probably. Someone could have got close and heard it and not triggered it, but...
Triple approach through Art. Persia working his way over towards main. Sugar Zero. Tucked here at dugout. And he's just gonna get spammed
got the plant down. We got someone over towards A main. Let's keep an eye on Francis when he get his salvos back. Pretty sure just using to get over towards site itself. 25 seconds. We got Astra Star on the spike for Astra Suck.
Push forward. Clue's gonna be struck down. The turn to the side though. Shota XDL able to find one apiece.
That's a massive kill.
Breaks through over at Art.
No tap of the spike yet, right? Okay, they did. Sorry, 1 tap. Whoa.
Steadies the aim. Shota dead.
Did the stream do that then? That's devastating.
With the
shots from 10-10. Dude, we're going to Choba stream? What's going on?
ZETA. They tie it up.
Stream is struggling today.
Great reactions from 10-10 at the end of
Twitch,
this.
Maybe?
Just playing off of those kills, trading them immediately.
They critically hold on to the operator and get the round win, but
yeah,
money is still in
suspense,
a rough position here for ZETA. Let's see what the buy looks like as we get ready to go forward into the next round. Pressure very much starting to ramp up here against these players.
Ooh. No doubt. And some good decisions being made on both sides of the board. It's actually going to be an outlaw.
Take a look at this round.
For Persia.
It's only 1 player, though. It is 10-10.
I know. I was just going to say, is he just going to challenge
1,
10-10
2,
knowing
3.
that he could only get half?
1, 2, 3. Can't buy next.
Oh. Judge in hand. Beats Bucky. Toppy struck down.
Yeah, this has become the next pause. People are starting to realize. So good over towards door.
Solid early kill with Dombi dead. Makes for a bit more of a brutal round for Nongshim to try to play out.
Makes it so much easier to react to ZETA.
10-10. Looking alive and well here with that op.
It's so nice to judge against this comp as well.
But
like you don't have to turn against anything. You got a Vice Flash, and the Vice Flash can't really get you here unless they're putting it in front of you, in which case you're just gonna shoot it.
Forward.
Like nice fast shot. It was fast.
So damn snappy with it.
Yeah, the dude, he just never has to turn away from anybody util.
Just the save.
Like it's so nice.
30 seconds to wait out as ZETA are flawlessly going to get themselves into the lead.
I mean, 10-10, these last couple of rounds with the operator has been a difference maker. Has hit some crazy good shots. Great decision here. I think this is something you need to be learning from and bringing into the rest of this match, is to have some kind of answer for Dombi, not just against the ecos, but in general, and a judge is a great way to do it. It's been a real pain point, obviously, on Lotus, was him to be able to just break your ankles, and you're not able to track him with your sprays, and you don't have a ton of utility to slow him down, so it's a good way to do that. Shotguns.
Crisp shots here. 1 round lead here, but a timeout call. Nongshim Feeling the pressure, wanting to get this done in 2-0 fashion.
That's it. I mean, 10-10's looking really good, man.
Planning and prepping for the playoffs.
Oh, for sure.
Not wanting to go to that third and final map.
Well, and you got to keep in mind, like, how are you going to make sure that Domby's alive for the later stage of these rounds? Like, he's been getting picked off early. You know, I think just a little bit of a kind of lapse in identification, because you'll see players jump up on that screen spot all the time and go for the snipe, and nobody was really seemingly ready. I mean, to be fair, 10-10 was very fast.
This is so hard for Nongshim with this team.
It was a
like with this comp.
Very nice play that he made in that position, and he's been really quick with those scopes. Even bested Persia there when Persia had an outlaw and was already watching that angle. Some Nongshim fans.
Wow.
Want to see them win.
See if they're going to be able to make that happen. Final timeout here of Pearl called. ZETA in the lead. A buy put together here for Nongshim, but
back up.
money is not
back up judge to the
spot.
hero
Get this one across the
Neonaut.
line.
And are they going to just try force through door again?
A judge in an overdrive. One away from a steel garden is
Looks
Nongshim,
like
as
it.
well as a cosmic divide.
Yeah, this time they actually see that it's clear though.
Blues Armageddon nearly there.
They know there's no judge here.
Just maybe hang on to the judge. I mean, to be fair, Nongshim had plans for it. You can see this.
We'll scale forward and take some space, but the dimensional drift is just going to be coming through. Tommy tagged up and Ivy dead. Shota will go ahead and find him here in mid. Stun coming through. 10-10 out of the dimensional drift. Peeks in. Margaret gets dropped. Sugar Zero finding Persia.
Yeah, dude, it's looking real nice though. This ult is good.
But it's damn clean
10-10
overall.
got so much
ZETA
information there.
Up 10-8. Shrugging off
They
that
look nice
timeout
on this
call
map.
and breaking down the economy from Nongshim.
Shifam's got Twitch with the
beautiful
tier 1.
timing
Thank you so much for the 38
on
months.
that
Thank you, thank you.
drift. You know, as soon as players start walking through
Long
mid
time, dude.
doors,
Thank
they're
you for
like, yes, we will send 10-10 through, and he will figure out exactly what's going on. Throws the clone out, shoots in between its legs to take down Margaret. I love that. But just, it's a collapse from that information, from that ult. An advantage you're going to have to.
EDG is playing my comp in Ascent.
One more time.
Yeah, I know.
Who
Last
knows?
time it
ZETA
was an
might just be able to
absolute
shut it out before
disaster
10-10
class.
even gets to another one. He's got 2 orbs again, though. Looking to creep his way forward for a third, but he got the 2 Sentinels watching this.
Jump peek out. Ivy dead. Margaret able to find one there. The hero rifle, but that quickly gets taken out of their control as well. As Dombey locked in position, the Thorns get popped. Tiny amount of damage taken. Once again, on the prowl, chasing forward as SARS plays
Last
here
time they
on the B
decided
side.
to leave site, and I guess it's because they have the tail, so they
Committed
can
here.
just
The
clear
3v4.
everything.
Dombey needing to deliver, pushes forward, is immediately met
Well.
with death.
Trying to force it a little bit in the 4v3. Does do that a good amount when they need to get a kill.
Armageddon
I feel
available
like if
for
you just
surely.
hold, you know he's going to do it.
This is
All
not
goes
gonna be
to
the
back
round
his side. They're not messing around. All goes back his side. Salvos.
That's closes. And I think you can understand it a little bit more.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. If they can make this close, you might just be willing to pull the trigger on it.
I was kind of hoping it was.
The hold to half. Shota gives his life, and now
he's putting
Armageddon
all
does
into
get
it.
committed here. They have to rotate out. XCL does not
Imagine.
escape. Diffuse, however, being held, and they are not aiming at Sugar Zero.
Okay, Zeta did good
So
to
they
get
will go
half on
ahead,
this really
get
early
the
on, though. I think it was
diffuse, it'll
Shota. He
get
deserves a little
close,
bit of
the
a shout
ult will
out
be
here.
lost. The rounds will be,
Because that
the
could
ult
have got
will be committed,
really
but
rough if
ZETA
that smoke goes down. They
now
got
move
no
up
more smoke to
by 3.
block vision.
It's just scrappy. The op was not recovered there for ZETA, so they have to invest in it, but you only need a couple more rounds. You got to feel like you can get this done. XDL, oh, there you go. Finally, able to find one of those shutdowns of Dombey's slides. Just in a good position to do it. And that was very, very dangerous for ZETA.
Full common collected from Sugar Zero.
Been there, done that.
5 rifles in once again. Margaret, one away from having the lockdown. Shota, same story. As it's going to be the Steel Garden to start things off. XCL able to go ahead, rotates out. Spike now getting ready to be
Yeah, this is one of the better rounds for Nongshim.
Margaret's position.
Over towards side, they got Astra ult for their Astra ult when they want to do it, so I need to see Astra play super safe on attack here.
Some tools for retake for ZETA, but you got to clear mid. You
Yeah,
got to deal
Astra
with
ult
these
for
lurks.
Astra ult. They pretty much did it
Double
at
clock
the
now,
exact
committed
same
in.
time.
Steel Garden as well. Sent is Downbeat will try to stay alive. Ivy, however, on the flank, going to be taken down. The slide forward, finds one, but Clues is there to capitalize. Player advantage now going to be found here.
Didn't
As Francis
buy
backpedaling, sends out the
shorties?
salvos, just keeping them off the spike for now.
Margaret.
They have no information whatsoever. Margaret, like you say, is on the backstab. The God's going to find out, getting ready to fall down. 10-10 finding one. Margaret striking, finds another Persia, able to find Shota. The lob in, but 10-10 pushes the Nebula, finds the shot. The defuse is just going to be stuck to Margaret. He cannot.
Oh my goodness!
What is that drop shot?
Holy, what the hell is this game? Okay, nicely done from ZETA though. They did good on this one.
Save the round.
Astra ult locks them in. Vice combo. A little bit worried for Nongshim now. I don't know why they're not buying shorties. They should know about this.
Oh my goodness. This is madness.
I'm going to look across the way and see if Chobra still has hair.
I hope not.
He does.
Dang. Well, ZETA though, I mean, who would have thought here on Pearl that they'd be doing this? I mean, still need one more round. You can never count out this Nongshim team. Dambi ahead of the salvos. Seemingly ZETA somewhat aware, still had enough for an op, but Dambi's gonna have the op carried over from Margaret, I believe, from the previous round. So they're gonna try to see if they can create some space of their own. Meanwhile, 10-10 is over in Art. He's got XDL with him.
Contact, shot, flash peek, Art trap play. And
the dimensional drift
you can see they're just giving up A. There's like giving up 2 spots. We've got info on one, and then obviously info here just far back.
Just wait out the smokes a bit. Has Nongshim. No. Nobody playing off that util.
Smokes going over towards Heaven.
Decided to.
Oh, they got a free side again. I mean, this retake's a lot harder. Got Killjoy in the right pose though for the Killjoy.
Oh, Clues dead. That's the spike interrupted.
No
Salvos now ready to be sent. It should at least get some damage.
That's
no
the
forces back once again.
Killjoy.
Dambi, however, able to find one shot that's going to be taken down. So now the lockdown cannot come into play for the side of ZETA Division, and Margaret will immediately invest theirs. Look to create some space. Now they can push forward.
That was their whole retake plan. Backup plan. Pushing over towards door now, trying to make sure they get some kind of flank going.
That's going to be the potential difference maker here.
Swaps the weapons over. Looks like he's going to go for it.
Setting up for the lurk.
XDL here around the back. Being watched. They're prepped for this. The push forward, kills cannot be found. It's tiny bit of damage going to be done here. 10-10, he's just jumping out right in front of him. Finds one, eventually will get taken down. Ivy finds the second.
Yeah, I mean this is just a small mistake from Shota. They're really just peeking over towards site when he's the win condition of them being able to retake B.
Into pole position to try to intercept.
He's not going to expect it.
No, not at all.
Hopefully it's not a costly mistake for them because they do have to eco this.
Stabilize. They fight back.
So could be a costly mistake. We'll see.
They get up to 9. They need 3 more.
Yeah, that's a brutal one to lose. Not much money behind that buy. Did him in an early swing out from Shota. Because XDL's not able to stay alive on the backside, because that's right by Nongshim.
I mean, they probably should be saving the ults to use them all in one go.
Really awkward spot in his dimensional drift where he
that's
doesn't
probably
have
what
any
this
ability
timeout's
to get out.
about here.
He's running
I
out
think
of
this will
juice
just be like a
in
little
that
bit of.
So he has to just try to go for the pillar play.
We gotta make sure that if we have the win condition ult, we're staying alive.
A timeout from ZETA Division.
Maybe the Euro ults as well here, or any other ults that are coming close. They're going to make sure they're not wasting them, but it's just like down on a round which they have the advantage in to secure it.
I think the one fortunate thing for ZETA Division at the moment is that with Shota's death, that lockdown is still held. They have that to try to close things out here. Because pretty much everything else has been committed by the remaining parties. You mentioned it, that third and final map split between these teams for a spot in the playoffs, as the sign says.
We're going to watch EDG map 3. I mean, we're probably not going to get that because it's looking like Zeta will take us third map.
ZETA, Japanese
EDG will probably lose ascent, man. They play that comp so
badly.
Not
they can make it into
they'll have to win like
here
double pistol bonuses.
And have a chance of going on a run to try to get over to Masters Toronto. A couple sheriffs and classics is all that ZETA have to throw together.
Just try to weather the storm for this round. Do some damage, maybe snag that up for yourselves, who knows, but could be a little bit tricky. A lot of players stacked up right along this B wall. Whoop.
Salvas on the head. Sugar0 has actually made a little bit of a... I was going to say play, I don't know really what to call that. Made the decision to go forward instead of back. Speaking of going forward, you go the rest of the team.
Persia now up in hand.
Nice shot from Persia. Jesus.
2 kills found. Star set up behind. But quick little exit there from 10-10. Gets out towards safety for the moment. Margaret pushes forward.
Okay, well, this one's easy.
A forward spotting.
Do they save the ults is the question mark.
Looking like a damn near
Like,
flawless round overall
wait,
for
dude, they're really far away from
within
ults.
touching distance to get 2 rounds
Like,
away
next
from
round they'll
sending
probably
this
go
round to
aggro A
overtime.
and get this one. I would guess.
Just one player to deal with. ZETA wants to die to the spike, already has his ult, so no reason to go anywhere else. And everybody from Nongshim fanned out to try to look for him, except for the one spot he's in. Ivy thinking about it. Let's see. Yep, here goes Francis.
Oh, don't want to give him that kill.
Oh.
He looked behind him.
Oh,
How did he get it? But
How
he
did
turned
he
back.
read it?
You see him on the mini map or something.
maybe.
Dude, if this map ended and we went to a third with a ninja defuse,
Yeah, it would have been
gonna lose my damn
insane.
mind.
It would have been insane.
that would have been insane. But overall, I like the game plan here from the side of ZETA, but the off gets picked up in Persia just a little bit too clean with the shots.
Requiem
Yeah.
Veil, thanks so much for
It's
the
going to be a
tier
little bit
1.
difficult now. The op
Like,
play
year of
that was
hating on
really
Mini.
setting the tempo,
Honestly,
setting the
that's a great thing
stage
to
for this
celebrate.
defender side
Thank
for
you so much,
ZETA.
mate.
Not going to be in their hands, I don't think. Oh, they're gonna be able to get one up. Okay,
Oh, they get
yeah,
their
just
own
enough.
op out, okay.
Scrape one together.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
no
maybe, but
flashes though.
They had saved.
That's
They had
it.
that one player who had
1 TP
1850, I think it
used.
was a couple rounds ago. So 10-10 going to be sliding over. Dombi clear on the other side of the map. Things slowing down. Pressure on both of these teams immense.
Persia forward into the smoke. The op not in a position to try to find the punish. Will jump up over the top and does
Dude,
manage
he's
to cut
fast
him in
with it
two.
though.
As Armageddon sent over towards Secret. Sugar0 out in front of it, just tucked here within the smoke. The relay bolt going to be
Sugar0, it's a
connecting
big
as he
play
moves up
from
into the
you.
smoke. Sugar0 is instantaneous with a headshot. Francis similarly dives forward. Shorty in hand. Cuts him down, brings him
They
down into a
finally
3v3,
use the Killjoy
but
ult.
Ivy tagged up. The lockdown still available. The flick from 10-10. Whipped.
Here we go.
Lockdown now in play. Nongshim having to respect this. They backpedal. Margaret sticking around
Nicely
for a
done
little bit
from
longer to
Margaret.
just lob in some of
Gonna
this
get a lot
util.
of space from that. Does Shota manage to shoot the other one? Yes, he does. So only one molly
Arrows
now.
popped.
Salvos go in and they
Salvos
go in further
sent.
around the world.
ZETA needing to
Ooh.
fight forward, fight their way out in towards main. But they're
Man,
big,
if they
saved
did not
up
win
and
these
shut
duels,
down.
that could have been crazy scary. Dude, 4
No
chances
shit,
down to 1 lost
persevere.
chance is getting close.
They get the
And
lockdown
starting to look at
out.
Zeta's
They
money.
win the
Everyone's sitting
round.
around 3K,
And they are one
3-1.
away from sending this now into overtime.
Just kind of an odd position there for XDL.
They had a lot of delay on the spike there.
Persia's
One
able to
molly,
punish.
second molly got shot in
Even though he gets traded.
insta-salvos.
One enemy
That Vice util gone. Definitely annoying and just so ready for that push out. Able to just lock that round down. So good is Nongshim about creating those crossfires.
Buy is wobbly here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
Two
the buy's
Bulldogs.
not great
Last
at all.
cannon for 10-10, just a Vandal in hand. And then a
They
Spectre for clues.
have been leaving B on
The only
retake
ult that
when they have
to
the
speak of.
tail.
Sugar0 one away from having a Cosmic to buy. But
I'm
unless you can
surprised
build it, use it
Zeta
in this round,
didn't want to
it's not
try
gonna
go
matter.
aggro A and get this orb
We'll be going
really for
into
the
overtime.
Astral.
Or be victorious.
Oh, 10-10. That's a clone. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a club.
I was like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Kind of tried to go for a little bit of the
Thought it
fake
was
out
him.
on
That's funny.
that B push, and Margaret.
Dude, Margaret's having an
Pick them off.
absolute map though.
Gross setup for XDL.
Going
Somebody
25
does go
to
through the
25
doors
to 12.
with that star there.
Okay, a
as
little
well.
bit of pressure at the
Push
beginning
getting
gets
ready to come through.
cleared by the drone.
Towards this
So
A
question
site.
mark cleared. They can
Just
heavier
the linger for
rotate over
Margaret,
towards
looking
A.
for the backstab.
And honestly, the Yoru probably takes the TP, right?
Tejo
Jump clear.
rolled away. Blue's not going to be in position. to
Yeah,
try to
Yoru
interrupt this
takes the
one.
TP. Got 3 people on
He
A
managed to
right
push
now.
forward ahead of the
Dude,
Cosmic
where's the
Five.
spike going? We're faking?
Just gonna try to bait out what they possibly can. And
Oh,
Margaret.
what the?
Looks like it took him a second, but he finally realizes and sends it.
Oh, dude, he's dead.
Absolutely
He's so dead.
destroyed. Now the
He's so,
sprint
so
forward.
dead.
He's gonna be flushed into the open. and he
No
wins the
way,
fight.
got an extra one.
Still gets taken down by the open. It might not matter. The 2 kills puts Nongshim in with the lead. Ivy low on HP, but 10-10
20 seconds.
gets out.
10-10 gets an insanely important kill. Do 10-10. 10-10's done it all.
And he's still winning the fight.
Oh my goodness.
Sugar Zero dead through the wall.
It surely can't happen. 10-10 is killing him, right? Oh my god.
To play around with him a little bit. Shota playing on the timing. Peaks.
Holy, that was a nuts ending in the end.
Get over the line.
Okay,
13 to 11. We are going to map 3.
That was intense.
Okay,
we get to see Split.
The only thing that we know for certain is that there is